Hey guys, what's going on? Troy at Mountain Man Treasure here, and I'm going to tell you how to make some money. So the basic idea of this channel, guys, is reselling. Now we do different things. The videos are a little bit different every time, but basically it's about going into garage sales, estate sales, thrift stores, that sort of thing, picking up stuff and then reselling it. I prefer to do it online, and generally I do it on eBay. And this week, just to give you an idea, now this has been an exceptionally good week for us. I do this part-time just to help pay some bills, pay off some medical bills and student loans and that sort of thing. We're going to make a big dent in some of those because this week, buoyed by a couple of really nice pickups and nice sales, we have sold gross. Now, this isn't taking out shipping. It's not taking out taxes, all of that. But just the plain and simple gross numbers that we made here between about Wednesday evening and Sunday evening is a little over $1,500. Actually, a little over $1,600. This is the stuff I sold to get there. This is much sold Monday. So a lot of mix of things here, guys, and that's what my store is. I've got stuff that sold for very cheap plus free shipping, and stuff that I made sure that I got insurance on and requested a signature. We span the gamut, and there's a lot of them this week, so I am going to see if we can get through these very, very quickly. If you've got a question on any of them, you want to know more information, anything like that, comment down below. I read all the comments, try to get back to as many as I can, because I am going to kind of get through these quick, or this is going to be a 45-minute video. The first thing that we sold since Wednesday is this all-over Dale Jarrett NASCAR print t-shirt. This is a vintage shirt from the 90s. Really, really cool. Ultimately got this for about 50 cents. You saw the garage sale video, I think, here a few days ago. This, I took an offer of $58 plus shipping. He actually sent 50. I had it listed at like 65 and change. I said, hey, let's meet in the middle at 58. And he did that. So very, very nice sale. I could have held out maybe and got a little bit more, but actually there was one sold comp here in the last year of that particular shirt that I looked at. It sold for about 55 bucks. So it was right on par, a little bit higher. I was very, very happy with that. This Nike Golf strapback hat, picked this up for $1 at the thrift store, and it sold for $9.98 plus shipping. Nike Golf tends to do pretty well, particularly hats. I like looking for those. This U.S. Army hat, this was new with tags. I picked this up a while back for, I believe it was $1, and either took an offer or sent out an offer. I'm not sure, but we settled on $15. This actually picked up by Steve. And I believe we put a note in there, and now I'm spacing whether it was to his son or his grandson. I can't remember. I think it was to his grandson that had served in the Army and now is in the reserves, and he wanted to send this to him as a little gift. So, man, I sure appreciate you picking that up, and I let you know through the eBay system. But I'll tell you again, thank your grandson for me for doing what he does. We sold another military-themed hat. We sold a fair number of hats, actually, here in the last few days. This, the United States Air Force Thunderbirds. If you've not seen them, they're very, very impressive. Bought this for $2, I believe, a couple weeks ago, about a month ago, maybe 3-4 weeks ago. And it sold for $17.49 plus international shipping. This actually went to somebody over in the UK. These Levi's 505s, picked these up for $1. And I don't know for sure because there's no message, there's no anything, but I just happened to see the username, and it looked very similar to Van Jam, and Van Jam is always watching on here and commenting. So if you made that purchase, thank you very much. I sure appreciate you. These sold for $20 plus shipping. Fantastic Beasts, this a $1 pickup, and it sold for $9.48 plus shipping. If you, particularly Macintosh, Apple products, if you buy Apple products, hang on to that box. Believe it or not, the empty boxes will sell. I sold my empty MacBook box. It's the laptop I've got back here. I'm going to edit this video on it here in just a little bit. And we had the box left, and so I listed it, and somebody in France bought it for 27 euros. So after shipping, after fees, all of that, I make about $10 on an empty box. eBay's a weird place. Roomba. A Roomba is an expensive tool, and people want to keep that thing going. There's lots of little bits and pieces. This is one of those bits and pieces. I bought it for $1, and it sold for $16.99. That moved very, very quickly. We got this last weekend for $1 was all. This U.S. Open hat, another $1 pickup. I like picking things up for $1 or less. This sold for $12.74 plus shipping. Farrah Fawcett, you guys saw this video, or at least a lot of you did here this weekend. I believe this ran on Saturday. The sale where we found the Farrah Fawcett poster, the Monster Mania poster. We had some cool pickups over this past weekend's video. And this poster sold in a handful of days for a total of $60 plus shipping. We paid $10. We paid up, but you'll also notice while I like paying $1 for things, I will also pay up for things that I'm pretty confident are going to sell for a good amount of money. That happens a couple times here in this video. So $10 into $60, that is a good trade. Vikings, Season 4, Volume 1. We picked this up last weekend. We bundled it all together, so I think we're in about 50 cents or so. It sold for $14.34, free shipping. Super Mario Galaxy, this for the, was it the Wii or the DS? Can't remember. It's up there, though. $2, and it sold for $14.69. This, I thought this was going to be the sale of the week. Believe it or not, this is not the sale of the week. I picked up this Dune Encyclopedia for $1. It had water damage on the back. A lot of people would have left it. People probably did because this was late. This was late afternoon at an estate sale. Literally, they were closing down while I was there. So this sat there all day long on the first day of an estate sale. I picked it up for $1, put it to auction, and it had like 50 watchers. It went crazy, and we ended up selling this for $217.50 plus shipping. There's always that fear on a high auction. Now is he going to pay? He paid within about 2 minutes of the end of the auction. He paid immediately. When we made the listing, I put medium mail because it was a book and it was habit, but then I realized this is going to go a little bit higher than your standard medium mail. So we upgraded that to priority, and I paid the difference on that one. ZZ Top, we sold another vinyl. This one, 50-cent pickup in it also, and at auction, and it sold for $13 plus shipping. The Simpsons Season 3, I've talked about this a few times because I've picked up a couple of these now. Season 3 is the season in The Simpsons with Michael Jackson. That was a banned on TV episode, and so the only place that you could get it on the DVDs. So this set of DVDs, now Simpsons in general, many of their seasons sell very well. We've sold several, especially if they're sealed, for very good money. But this one, a pre-owned, open, used DVD set, bought it for $3, and it sold for $15.04 plus shipping. This is a t-shirt that I've had around for a long time. Marmite, I bought it for $1 early last summer. And it sold. Somebody sent me an offer. I think I had it listed at like $19.49, $19.99, somewhere in that ballpark. Somebody sent me an offer of $14. It was set for free shipping. That was fine. We took that deal, moved that thing out. All right, and always check the free boxes, guys. Remember, I scored this out of the free box, this vintage Meister beanie. It's got the cool kind of 70s colors looks. Sold this out of a free box, $9.98, free shipping. This Vans hat, paid $1 for this and I either took an offer or sent an offer. I think this was one there I sent an offer. I think it was $16 or $17.99. I sent an offer out to a watcher, and they took it at $15 plus shipping. Pencils. Keep an eye out for vintage pencils at some of these estate sales. Some of them can be really, really good. Dom over at Primetime Treasure Hunter, he's sold some vintage Kiss pencils for ridiculous amounts of money, like single pencils he's selling. This, an old AFC set of 14, the NFL. 2 of them were actually missing. But I thought, for 50 cents, I'm still going to buy this thing, and we're going to see. Well, I looked at comps. These things sell new and sealed for like $25 all the time. I've seen very good ones go for almost twice that. So I thought, why not? 50 cents, let's grab it. I put it up for about $20 and thought, I'll take 15. Somebody sent me an offer of 16, and I took it. It actually came the next day. So we made money really, really fast on that. Rocksteady. This one of the old Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles figures. This was the last one. This I picked up at the first garage sale of the season. This happened before the lockdown. It was a really, really early garage sale. He had a whole box of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles stuff. And I do actually have some that vanished into my death pile somewhere, but I listed all the figures. I still have, I think, a couple vehicles and some random parts and that. But this is the last figure to hang out, and I sent out an offer at I had it at $9.99, so I took 50 cents off. I sent out an offer of $9.49 plus shipping, and somebody took it. Phil Simms. Phil Simms is gone. I got him at the same time as I picked up old Troy Aikman back there. They were 25 cents in a little baggie. We had Troy, we had Phil Simms, and we had Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson didn't even have his helmet. Sold Bo Jackson in the last video, I think. He was $9.98 free shipping. And Phil Simms going in this video. This is our sale of the week, guys. This is our sale of the month, couple months. It's one of our best sales ever. I'm going to remember this one for a while. You haven't even seen this video. I haven't even cut the video together yet. I've got clips on the computer. I've not cut it together because it just happened this week. It happened a couple days ago. Went to this estate sale again late after work. It's the afternoon. People have been through there. This guy had some pretty high-end audio equipment. He had stuff for vinyl records. He had a lot of cool old electronic stuff for music. Most of that stuff was picked clean by the time I got there. Farmer Mark, if Farmer Mark is in the live right now, a lot of times he is on premieres. He picked up some great stuff at that sale. Flipped a couple of reel-to-reel tapes, I think, for Mark, I think you said $120 a piece. Same guy bought two of them. That came from that sale. This guy had some cool stuff. Well, I couldn't find anything initially in terms of audio equipment. Well, downstairs in the laundry room, this was sitting on the shelf. It was interesting enough for me to take a look and think, what was that? Even something that my buddy Tommy, also a reseller, came in a little bit after I got there and asked me how I was doing. I showed him what I found. He says, what's that? Now, Tommy is a musician. Tommy writes music. He sings. He plays. I mean, Tommy knows his stuff, and he sells audio stuff. He's very good with electronics and audio equipment. He didn't know what that was. So proof positive that even if you're an expert in a particular area, you're not going to know everything. This was a needle. This is a very high-end needle by Empire. The EDR9, excuse me, the EDR9. Just the actual needle and the plastic, all the stuff that goes with the needle. There were sold comps for $325 for the loose piece. Now, I had the box and the original plastic case. Unfortunately, the liquid that came in the little tube either was used or evaporated. And so I didn't have that. If I had that, I would have been able to get a lot more because it would have been complete. There's only two of them listed like that right now, and they're listed for like $500. So I'd have been able to really easily undercut them, considering I paid $4 for this, guys. $4. This was in the laundry room. It didn't belong there. I think they found it somewhere. They didn't know what it was. They set it on a shelf next to the detergent. I picked this thing up for $4. I got an offer hours after I listed it for $265. That accompanied actually by a note of, I'm right now helping to pay my sister's medical bills, so I'm sorry, this is all I can afford. I don't believe you. And if I did believe you, you're not helping enough with your sister's medical bills if you're buying high-end needles for your record player on eBay. So no, we turned that down. I was hoping for $350. I had it listed about $365 to put it above those that were just a couple of loose needles and then below the ones that had the complete set with the fluid. Figured it was a good happy medium. Somebody sent me an offer Saturday morning before I headed out for garage sales. $349.99 plus shipping. Yep. Off a $4 investment, guys. You can almost always find something, even if you're part-time, even if you get there late. Just keep your eyes open. Look everywhere. I looked in the laundry room. I didn't know what this was. It looked interesting. I opened it and I looked it up. We have phones. We have a computer in our pocket. We can look these things up. Don't be afraid to comp at sales. and don't be afraid to look at something new. Because I did both those things, I made $350. Okay, moving on because we've got more. It didn't stop there. This Iraq, this was the book that folks had during Desert Storm, Desert Shield. They had this on their person, actually. They were supposed to carry it. This sold actually overseas. It went to France. I'm about, I don't know, probably a quarter or 50 cents into these things. I bought a crate full of them from a guy for 15 bucks. This sold for 30 euros, which is right about 36 bucks. Now that includes shipping, and this was just over a pound was the book. So it went out for $17.95 for international shipping. Star Fox Command for the DS. I paid $2 for this, and it sold for $18.89, free shipping. This Alfred Sung scarf, a silk scarf, really, really pretty, not super high end. I had it up for about $15. Somebody sent me an offer of $10, and we took it. That was 10 plus shipping. This DS Lite, I paid $10 for this at the sale where we picked up all those video games, that game you just saw, all the Pokemon games that we sold a little while ago, all of that. The Simpsons actually came from that place too. And this sold for $55.99 to Heidi. Heidi, actually a member of a Facebook group that I'm in, the Reselling Resource Center. It's run by Dom at Primetime Treasure Hunter. Thousands and thousands of members, very many of them very active and very, very helpful. And he runs all kinds of events in there. He tabbed me to be a part of an event, basically Shark Tank style event, where I put together a bundle deal, offered it to 3 people, and then they were bouncing back offers at me to see if we could come to a deal. I listed some Nintendo DS stuff, and we got a bite. And what we ended up doing is selling this for full price, $55.99 plus shipping. And I threw in a vintage military hat that I had, Korea, Vietnam era Army hat that I had in one of my other listings. So that was the deal, and I liked it. It was interesting. The hat had been sitting there for a while. It wasn't getting a lot of interest, but it was a really cool historical piece, and it deserved to be with somebody that appreciated it. So, Heidi, thanks so much. I sure appreciate that deal. That was fun. This Barbie, I picked this up at an estate sale, again, late in the afternoon. Paid $2 for this, and it went to auction and sold for $39 plus shipping. It had like 25 watchers or more. Those Barbie folks, they were sending me questions. If you find vintage Barbies, the people will find you. This railroad photo and ticket, really cool piece. I'm nothing into this, and sold to actually somebody here in Montana, to somebody in Missoula. It sold for $15.93, free shipping, but weighed, even once I protected it, it was like an ounce and a half. Very, very cheap to ship out. These Birks, I picked these up for $2 at a garage sale a couple weeks ago. Really, really beat up, bad shape. They're not great, but they're still Birkenstock, so they still have resale value. And somebody sent me an offer of $12 plus priority padded flat rate shipping, and we took it. Small profit, but they all add up, as you can see. Another weird thing. We talked about eBay's a weird place. People buy vintage underwear on eBay. People look for vintage underwear on eBay to buy. And this was a sale that I woke up to. I paid $5 a piece for these. It's a few videos back, actually, if you look, of, I bought tidy whities from a granny. I paid $5 for a piece for 2 different packs, and somebody bought both packs overnight. So we were total of $10 in, and they paid $62.68 plus priority shipping for 6 pair of underwear. They paid $70-some. They're like $12 a piece into each of these pair of underwear. I don't need to know why you love those so much. I just need to know that you do, and find them and list them. Nikki, who watches the channel, Nikki and Gary, she said she found a pair of these. Exact same size. I don't know, maybe you copied my sold listing, Nikki. It worked. So hopefully you can look and get some information off of that. So yeah, some tidy whities for 63 bucks. Pretty cool. North Face shirt. You haven't seen this video yet either, because this was yesterday as I'm filming this. I paid $2 for this, and somebody sent me an offer of $14 plus shipping. That fast a turnaround, I'm going to take that. Castlevania for the PS2. We paid $2 for this, and it sold for $15 plus international shipping. This going up to, I believe this went up to Canada. How about this guy? We paid $10 for this Marlboro sign. Another video you haven't seen yet because it was another immediate turnaround. I picked this up on Friday late, like 3 o'clock in the afternoon late, I think. It was very, very late in the day. Paid up for it, $10. It sold for $38.49 plus priority shipping and sold in, a day? Justin Herbert, this $6.99. Free shipping. Don't make much. That's okay. They're just base cards. And then this one, actually, this pack of Epson TO48 ink. This picked up by my folks. And so we're selling a few things for them. And so this one sold for them $45.49 plus shipping. So that's all of our eBay stuff, guys. But that's not the end of our sales. We had some other stuff this week. Danielle over at Artifacts Official, a fantastic YouTube channel. She saw some ornaments that we had that I picked up. Same place that I got that Dale Jarrett T-shirt, actually. And so we sent some of those to her. That was $10 all in for her. And then Travis, I know you're watching. I know you watch. Nikki tells me that you watch these videos. So, man, I appreciate you. And I'm glad that you're doing better. And it's cool that you're out thrifting and doing what you do. We're going to have an interview with you someday because I think you're fantastic. And he wanted we found a Scooby-Doo stocking. You might have seen it on this last video. He wanted that, and so we got that out to them as well. That was a $10 all-in ship as well. And then Kevin saw this wizard plaque. I think he saw it on, I don't know if you saw it, Kevin, on Instagram or if you saw it on YouTube. But either way, I believe it was his son is super into Dungeons and Dragons. My daughter is too. And so when I showed her this, Kevin, her eyes, she kind of went, ooh, cool. Like so this is going to work, man. Your instincts are dead on. I think he's going to love it. This was a really cool vintage wall hanging. And so we got that out to Kevin for $20 plus shipping. So that really, really cool. And that didn't even end it because I mentioned, remember last week I was going to be on Tiffany's Cool Finds. We're going to do an auction. We ran an auction last night. It actually went for like 3 hours. It was a lot of fun. Just did the very rough math on that. And we made, I believe it was $264 of sales that we made there. So that not bad at all. So once we add all of that stuff up, again, we'd have to take out shipping on the free shippings. You got to take out fees. I get that. But $1,657 in less than a week, that's incredible. That may be one of our best weeks. And the fourth quarter is not yet here. So that's very, very cool. Things are heating up, guys. Fourth quarter is going to be crazy this year. I do want to throw out a mention to Pat. He said he had a twofer. He sent me a message on Instagram. He got to meet Emily Conway. So that is awesome. Kind of jealous that she got to do that. And then he also found a pickle keeper. Those things are money in the bank every time. So, Pat, nice job. No Monday night show tonight. No Monday night show on my channel. eBay Addicts, we're going to put them up there. They've had Harry Tornado on recently, Dapper Tiger, Rinzy. They've had a lot of folks on. Go back and watch some of these interviews and these hangouts. Somehow I fell into that group. So I'm going to be on Monday. We're going to do this at 6 p.m. Eastern. So coming up later today, 6 p.m. Eastern, we're going to be over on eBay Addicts. That's sort of substituting for our live show this week. And then I'm actually going to be able to announce next Monday, we're going to have Ethan, the junior capitalist. He's got a YouTube channel as well. Very, very cool young man. He's kicking tail in this thing. He's doing really, really well. He's making bulk buys. The kid's amazing. And so he's going to be here next Monday night. So that's what we got, guys. I know it ran long. I tried to push through it as quick as I can, but we had a lot of sales and a lot of good sales. And I want to give you the information about the stuff that you need to have the information about, because that way when you go out, you can find the pickle keepers. That's great. But you can also find those EDR 9s. Make $350, I hope, maybe more. Appreciate you tuning in. We're going to cut this thing off. We'll see you next time.